Main series for the Austrian Grand Prix. We are just waiting for short qualifying to start, but I of course do want to talk about, of course, the tragic news over the weekend in the real life Belgium Grand Prix in Formula 2's first race on Saturday. Unfortunately, we lost the wife. Okay. We lost the life of Antoine Hubert. Sorry for my tongue twisters. In a tragic accident in Formula 2. It was one of the worst things I've had to watch in the many years that I've been watching Formula 1. We will have a 1-minute moment of silence at the beginning of qualifying. And when we do begin qualifying, we will sit there in the garage for 1 minute, and then when it hits 16:59 on the clock, we will officially begin the qualifying session for the Austrian Grand Prix for Worldwide Sim Racing. We have 13 competitors at the moment: Sweetcron 19, Anthony 8291, Gernman, Iconic Q, Fly By Night, Albiku 1, Josh 2, Usami Flying, Fluffanutta, Hartman, Voodoo 52, Speed Kills 3, Fun Magic Mushroom, and then myself as the spectator. So we have a very decent number of drivers who have showed up. We hope to get some more in the last few minutes of waiting for the qualifying session, and then we'll have our moment of silence as we get ready for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. We had a thriller race last week in France. Thank you for everybody who showed up to the race. We had a great time broadcasting it for you live, and I can't wait to show you guys this race as well. I believe it's going to be a really awesome race. We're just a minute 30 away from the start of qualifying. We'll have our moment of silence for Antoine. I can't believe I said Antonio. Antoine Hubert. We just wait now for the beginning of short qualifying for the Austrian Grand Prix. 18 minutes of blistering action, or in this case 17 minutes, because we'll have our moment of silence, and then we'll get ready, and we are bound to have a really exciting qualifying session. Sweetcrown 19 looking to be the favorite heading into qualifying today. He is currently 43rd in the world on the time trial sheets. He's also the fastest Ferrari driver on the time trial sheets. So we'll just have to wait and see if we can do this, if he can get pole position, or can Anthony 82 challenge him for pole position, or will we have a special occasion, maybe have somebody else on pole position? We'll have to wait and see. It's a few seconds away from the start of qualifying, and again, we will start with our moment of silence for Antoine Hubert, who lost his life tragically in Formula 2. He was an amazing racer, an amazing driver, and an amazing person to be around, and he will be missed in the entire motorsports world. Truly a tragic loss. The qualifying session is about to begin. Once we load up, I will stay silent for the first minute, and then we will get underway short qualifying. And the moment of silence is concluded for qualifying. The drivers will now begin to get out of the paddock. Thank you for everybody who was joining us in that moment of silence. But Antoine would want us the race, and show we shall as we get ready for qualifying. And the first driver to get out is one of the Toro Rossos and one of the Williams, and it's Josh Chu in the Williams. And is it Fly By Night? Yes, it is, in the Toro Rosso. Also in the Ferrari, Fun Magic Mushroom. Fun Magic Mushroom, one of the confirmed drivers, running a special helmet, as Carlos Sainz is currently on an outlap. And ooh, it looks like Mushroom's getting in the way a little bit of Carlos Sainz, but he is going to get out of the way, make sure he doesn't get into any early incidents. He's not had the most fantastic qualifying sessions so far in this season, so he would like to make up for that, but we'll have to wait and see. We're going to ride on board with Josh Chu, however. He was the first man to go out on track, and he'll be the first man to set the first time, or at least we would think. He is waving around a little bit on track. Sweet Crown 19, currently our favorite for qualifying, though anything can happen. As let's ride on board of Fly By Night, who I actually think is behind. Yes, Fly By Night is actually ahead of Josh Chu, so he will be the first man to set a time as he runs up on the curbs a little bit, warming up his tires for the last little bit. And we get ready, and look at that shot, and here we go. DRS activated, and go overing the finish line. And Carlos Sainz, that's the fastest lap, and will probably be followed by Lewis Hamilton, I would presume. No, sorry, not Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, the other Mercedes driver. No, it's actually second slower in the Mercedes, but these cars are on equal terms. And we're just going to wait and see. Sector 1 time, it's a 16.5. Lap times are going to run about 104s, 103s for Sweet Crown 19. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 1. I'm not too sure who that is. We'll just have to, I believe, yep, it is Gurman who went off the track. Fly By Night absolutely flying right now. Let's see what he can do in his first time. A lot of the drivers very fast on the timesheets and time trial, but then again, time trial is not a true representation of overall pace. But we will say, for one thing, it is quite easy to get around this track, so you can have a pretty easy time of things. And now going around the final turn, it's definitely not going to be a pole position time, but it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be a 106.450. El Biku still on his outlap. Sweet Crown 19, let's ride on board of him. His Sector 3 time is, he's now getting into the Sector 3. Josh Chu sits a 105.256, so clearly over a second faster by Fly By Night. But then again, let's ride on board of Sweet Crown. What's the time that he is going to set? It's going to be, actually, it's quite slow. It's a 106.044, so not the fastest he would like it to be. Fly By Night sits down at 4. Fluffinutta in third. He gets a 106.83. 083, sorry. Let's ride on board with El Biku behind him. I do believe that's Iconic Q. Let's see what Voodoo 52 can do as he goes around the final turn. What's his qualifying time going to be? It's going to be bet for fifth fastest. Not too bad, though. Still in the 106. Like the majority of drivers, Speed Kills next across the line. He gets a 105.884. He actually goes ahead of Sweet Crown 19. Let's ride on board with El Biku. Let's see, actually, let's ride on board with Fun Magic Mushroom. Let's see what time he can set on the board. He's actually coming around not having a fantastic first qualifying lap, and behind him looks to be Hartman. Yes, it is. He's going to get a toe off of him, and it's going to be a 106.204. And Fun Magic Mushroom actually did not get a lap set in because of probably an invalidation. So unfortunately at the moment, not having it done so far. Anthony 82, let's ride on board of him. I believe he's in the Sector 2. Yes, he is in Sector 2 right now. It was a 16 time in Sector 2. And oh, look at that. I think he's getting held up a little bit by one of the Alfa Romeos. I don't know who that was. It might have been Sucre 19. Nevertheless, looks like Anthony 82 losing it a little bit on this first lap. So we'll have to wait and see if he can recover a little bit. And now, coming around the penultimate corner, And then around the final turn, and actually it is looking quite fast right now. Let's see what Anthony 82 can do. It's going to get into the 104s, and it's a 104.862. It's on pole position for Anthony 82, ahead of his rival Sweet Crown 19 in the championship. A really blistering lap by him. Let's ride on board of You See Me Flying, who is currently on his out lap. And it's just getting done of Sector 1, now getting on to Sector 2. What can You See Me Flying do, who did not have what you would say a fantastic race in France, so he would love to rebound at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Make sure to join us next week as well for the British Grand Prix. It's going to be a really exciting race. I can't wait for you guys to see the trailer. It's going to be a really momentous occasion celebrating the history of Silverstone, what it means to the drivers who are driving in this series, and to some of the drivers who are just simply in the real world racing. It is a truly momentous occasion. I can't wait to join you guys for Silverstone. I think it's going to be really exciting. German right now is on a hot lap, and he just gets ahead of one of the Alfa Romeos. It's a 16.333, so not too bad. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. I'm not quite sure who that might have been. It might have been Hartman. And no, it's Fluffernutter getting out of the way of some of the drivers. So not a bad move by him. Hartman is actually into the pits. Let's ride on board of You See Me Flying, who's flying down Sector 2 now. And let's see what he can set as his first Sector 2 time. This should be pretty good, as we're riding on board of him right now. And there's another Alfa Romeo. Unfortunately, with shorter tracks, you tend to run into traffic more in qualifying. But that Alfa Romeo stays clear out of the way, and that was in fact Sweet Crown 19, who is currently on an outlap right now. Speed Kills, his teammate, is actually ahead of him in the pits. And it's Gernman who sets a 105.508, which will be best for third fastest. Now, coming around the final turn, You See Me Flying, for whatever reason, is not flying right now, and it's going to be a really slow time, and it's going to be a 108.2, but it actually was invalidated, so he didn't even get the time going at all. We're going to ride on board now with Sweet Crown 19, who is currently looking to get on pole position right now. He only sets 5th fastest, so definitely not where he would like to be. Definitely the favorite for qualifying, but if he can't pick up the pace, he'll be slower. 15.949, so getting a little faster, but it's not fast enough. He's going to have to really bring down that time, especially with Anthony 82, the only man in the 104s right now. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. I wouldn't say that that's a reliable crash or anything. A lot of this has to do with drivers simply getting out of the way, getting up on the grass, which is not against the rules in WSR, so we don't have to worry about that too much. You See Me Flying saying that he's invalidated twice on the first turn, so unfortunately, the invalidation's running wild right now for some of these drivers. Let's ride on board of Sweet Crown 19, who is now setting up for another lap. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2 and 3, that cutoff point. And Josh 2 goes fastest, and Sweet Crown 19 goes only 3rd fastest. But Josh 2 sets a 104.826. So, hundredths of seconds separate Anthony 82 and Josh 2. Absolutely hundredths of seconds. And Iconic Q looks to be slower. And look at that Fun Magic Mushroom also into the 104s. It's a 104.923. And that is a blistering time by the Ferrari driver. I think he'll be very happy. He would love to qualify in the top 5 in this Austrian Grand Prix after what has been horrid starts for him so far. I think he would love to rebound, possibly get a race win, because he was robbed of a race win possibly in the beginning of the season in Australia after being taken out by a back marker. He would love to rebound, possibly take victory here in the Red Bull Ring. What that would mean for his morale and his confidence would be strides, and hopefully he can put it all together. We'll have to wait and see, but right now the times are looking really feisty. He's not too far off Anthony 82, but Josh 2 is not too far away from Anthony 82 as well. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Again, I think a lot of these are drivers getting out of the way of other drivers. And Fluffernutter having an absolutely horrid show right now. And he's at, he's driving a little odd, I must say. You're hearing some very odd gear shifts. And then Anthony 82 closes the door on any doubts for pole position. At the moment, it's a 104.338. Stunning lap by Anthony 82.91. Josh 2 in second. Fun Magic Mushroom in third. Sweet Crown 19, who's in the pits, is now again out of the top 3. He's in 4th position. And that is not where he wants to be, and I don't think it's anywhere anybody expects him to be. So, unfortunate time for him. He would definitely like to get further up the grid. Now let's ride on board with Hartman, who's not going to set a faster time right now. And Fluffinutta, who is plus 3 seconds out of his Sector 2 time, I believe. And, yep, this is definitely not going to be a fast lap indeed. Let's ride on board with Albiku, who was 2/10 down on his previous time. But wouldn't be enough to overtake Voodoo currently in the standings right now. Sweet Crown and Iconic Hue are both currently on outlaps. We'll ride on board with Sweet Crown 19 when he begins his flying lap. And there's a yellow flag in 2 and 3 again. And it is faster. And not fast enough, however. Just hundreds of a second separating Albiku and Voodoo 52. And they stay where they are at the moment, currently in qualifying. Fun Magic Mushroom on his outlap. He's behind one of the Haas drivers. Sweet Crown 19 also on an outlap. He's behind one of the Red Bulls. And I do believe that is You See Me Flying, who is currently not able to set a time so far. We're going to ride on board of him right now. Let's see what he can do. Can he actually finally set a time now? Hopefully no invalidations for him so far, as he's coming down the penultimate turn. And this looks to be okay right now. And let's see what he can do on the DRS. And it's going to be a 105.664. So 7th best for You See Me Flying, and he goes really wide in the turn 1. I think he's just happy to set a time in general. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 1 because of that. And now Sweet Crown 19, however, I believe is coming up onto You See Me Flying. And You See Me Flying gets out of the way. And now Sweet Crown 19 looking to challenge for pole position. Hopefully. Now he's only in 5th place as Gurman jumps into 3rd. And this is absolutely blistering. Let's ride on board Fun Magic Mushroom. He would love to get a faster time, possibly make it further up the grid. There is only 2 thousandths of a second separating Gurnman and Fun Magic Mushroom. That is amazing stuff, guys. But now let's ride on board of Sweet Crown 19. He's further up the ahead of the track. Then Fun Magic Mushroom. What can he do from his current position? There's only 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go in qualifying. Anthony 82 comfortably right now in pole position. And let's see, Sweet Crown 19 coming around the final turn. And this looks to be slower. I don't think this is going to be a pole position lap. And no, it's only 2nd fastest. So he jumps ahead of Josh 2, but it's not fast enough. Now, Fun Magic Mushroom is going really slow. He actually looks to be off the racing line. And no, I think that this is an aborted lap from him as he's going to dive back into the pits. Probably a little bit of frustration. He looked to be faster in the 2nd sector. Nevertheless, he's going to have to pit and immediately come back out if he wants to try to challenge for a further position up the field. Sweet Crown 19, though, showing that better pace, but still not touching Anthony 82 at all currently on the timesheets. But with only 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, there's not a lot of drivers left on the grid right now that we believe will be able to challenge for pole position. But we'll have to wait and see. Sweet Crown 19 currently in 2nd. And now, Anthony 82 on pole position. How he would love to have another pole position. That would be really awesome stuff. And now, going back into the pits. And on an outlap is Anthony 82.91. He's apparently not very comfortable with his current position right now. It is only about 2/10 separating the drivers, so we'll have to wait and see. He's warming up his tires right now. I believe he's got on the soft compound tire. That's what you need around a track like this to be able to get around fastest. No DRS activated. He's charging up the battery as much as he can, and that is a soft compound tire on that car. It looks to be a little worn, though. Those aren't new softs, however. They are used. So, will that hinder his performance? Will that make him slower? We'll have to wait and see. With drivers like this, it can be the minimalistic details that really change how fast a driver can be around the straight. And yeah, there looks to be a little bit of tire wear. Not a lot, but a little bit. And now it's right on board with Anthony 8291. What can he do? And let's right on board with him right now. Now going up to top of the hill. And he's going to brake at just about the 100-meter board. Going in the turn 1, getting on the power early. Almost no wheel spin whatsoever. DRS activated. Now going back up onto the second main straight. It's a lot of straights at the Red Bull Ring. And now coming up onto some drivers. Again, braking at about the 100-meter board. And now coming in hot. And basically no mistakes. Redlining the gears a little bit. I noticed Anthony 8291 does redline gears a little bit. And that might wear the gearbox a little bit. And as we saw, that can hinder you. Bottas, now an AI driver, is currently impeding Anthony 82 at the moment. Let's hope Bottas can get all the way cleanly. And no, it's a crash. Anthony 82 hits the back of Bottas, who didn't get out of the way very well. And that has ruined Anthony 82's chance to get a good final lap. Sweet Crown 19 will get around the last part of this track, and he will have a chance to get on pole position. That is no good right now for the Red Bull driver, who would be looking to get further up the grid, but that has absolutely ruined his chances of doing that at all. So no, absolutely no good for him right now. Fun Magic Mushroom in 5th position. He would like to get further up the grid as well. Josh 2 right now, going in Sector 2, and he looks to be a little slower, and Anthony 82 is retired from the session, probably into the pits, and you can feel why. Anthony 82 must be livid to have ran into the back of Bottas, but now Sweet Crown 19 has no person to challenge him right now. He will possibly get pole position. Fun Magic Mushroom does go faster, but it's only for 4 fastest. So at the moment, 4 fastest for him. German, on his outlap currently. He has to pick up the pace a little bit if he does want to get around the final turn, and he does. We'll see if German can do any better. Josh 2 now is currently in Sector 2. He's plus. And now Iconic Q's out of the session. There's a lot of yellow flags right now. There's a yellow in Sector 2. There's a lot of things going on. Let's ride on board of Sweet Crown 19, though, right now. And there it is. Qualifying is over. We'll have to wait and see at the final result. Let's see what happens. Anthony 8291 not able to challenge right now. Get a better time on board. Sweet Crown 19. Let's see what he can do. Can he go faster than Anthony 8291? Albiku is retired from the session as well. I think a lot of these drivers are doing it in the pit, so there's no problem there. There was one driver slowing up, making sure he doesn't get in front of Sweet Crown 19, but he's slower by a 700th of a second right now in Sector 2. Sector 3 coming up, and that's not going to do it for him right now. I think Anthony 82 is going to survive right now, unless something can happen. Can Sweet Crown 19 really gain enough time? And no, it looks like he goes too wide in the turn. Let's see what it is. It's slower. It's second position only. Now German crossing the line. And what's it going to be? It's only going to be 5th fastest. Anthony 8291 currently on pole position. You See Me Flying is quite slow right now. He goes back into the pits, and Anthony 8291, despite the accident, is still on pole position. Sweet Crown 19 is in 2nd. Josh 2 in 3rd. Fun Magic Mushroom with a stellar qualifying in 4th position for him, and German rounds off the top 5. That was exhilarating, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic stuff from all the drivers. And now we wait and see how this is going to go. All the drivers very close together. Look at the top 6 or 7. They're all in the 104, separated by mere tenths of a second. This is going to be a really close battle. As we look at that pink helmet again, tributing for Antoine Hubert. As look at that, Anthony 82 on pole position in qualifying. Sweet Crown 19 in 2nd. Josh 2 in 3rd. Fun Magic Mushroom in 4th. 5th place for German. Speed Kills 3 and 6. 7th for Fly By Night. Iconic Q falling behind him, followed by You See Me Flying in 9th. LBQ is in 10th. Fluffinata in 11th. Hartman in 12th. 13 for Voodoo 52. 14th place for Bottas and Carlos Sainz, the last AI driver, in 15th. So 15 drivers, 13 real ones, 2 AI drivers. And we get ready now for the race start of the Austrian Grand Prix. Hopefully it's not as glitched as it was before. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It is pouring down right now. It was raining in France, and now it's raining here too. More rain shadowing down these drivers. This looks like the start for intermediate conditions for all these drivers. And let me just tell you one thing. This completely shakes up the race. Any setups that were done are now void unless the drivers do ahead of time that it was going to rain. Not everybody looks. This could have really killed a few of the drivers right now if they set up their cars for dry weather conditions. This is going to be really interesting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We get the check marks now. We're going to start the formation lap very soon. And yep, it looks like we will get a start of the race. We're just waiting for the cars to all appear on the grid, and then we'll get ready for the formation lap. And yep, everything's going according to plan. Anthony 8291, the last person to currently connect on the grid, and then we'll get ready for the formation lap. And we're just on standby right now, but it looks to be everything will be okay. And I will get back to you guys as soon as we begin this race. And it looks like we're on the formation lap. Anthony 82 has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. We're on the formation lap right now. I am a little bit perplexed right now. Sweet Crown 19 essentially has been given a free pole position. This is going to be interesting, folks. I don't have any word right now on what's currently going on. The formation lap apparently is going on. Sweet Crown 19 is in pole position. Anthony 8291 is gone. He's left the session. He's been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. I think Anthony 82 might have been the issue for the connection, and he might have just decided to leave. I will get back to you as soon as possible once I have word on the current situation with that. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I do not have any confirmation on that. Look to be, I do have a little bit of a thing from Anthony 91, and I do believe we're ready to start this race. And all the drivers are currently coming around the grid, and we will get ready for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. Sweet Crown 19 lining up in his time. Anthony 82, your pole position leader, is not on the grid, unfortunately, due to connection issues, but we'll wait for the red lights to go on and off, and we will get ready for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. And now all the drivers line up on their race spots, and we get ready. The 4, the 5 red lights. It's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and... yes, let's go, let's go. Sweet Crown 19 gets a good start. Josh 2 slots behind him, I believe. And now going into turn 1 unchallenged. Trying to go around the outside. Fun Magic Mushroom now trying to go on the inside of Josh 2. And they're going side by side down the straight. But now Anthony 82 is actually in the pits. He's still technically in the game apparently. And they said it was disqualified. But now Fun Magic Mushroom going in the second position. Still side by side of Josh 2. But now still getting ahead of him. There's a huge pile up down the rest of the field. The top 3 drivers running away with it a little bit. But now Fun Magic Mushroom getting in the second position ahead of Josh 2. Gurman is in 4th position, being challenged right now by Speed Kills 3. Speed Kills going on the inside, and he looks to push Gurman off the track a little bit there, and he hits in the 4th position. I think it was a little dirty a little bit, but nothing wrong with the move in general. And now looked to be looked to be Iconic Q trying to Iconic Q spun. Oh my goodness, there's a huge crash, and it looks to be the Red Bull of used to be flying who has hit Iconic Q. A severe collision, 5-second penalty for Iconic Q. Huge crash in the back of the grid. Iconic Q is lucky to be alive right now as You See Me Flying hits Iconic Q at the start of this race. Both drivers have front wing damage, and now racing with Voodoo 52 right now. Voodoo 52 is still fine. No, he's actually going in the pits. He does have front end damage, and Iconic Q also gonna have to be in the pits. And that is unbelievable scenes in the beginning of this race. But now, Josh 2 currently trying to get ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom, and they're getting very close together. Josh 2 going to try to go on the inside on turn 1, and he outbroke himself a little bit there. Goes way too wide. Fun Magic Mushroom keeps second position. That was unbelievable scenes at the beginning of this race. You See Me Flying, ramming into Iconic Q. Iconic Q spun. I don't think there was any fault by You See Me Flying, but nevertheless, all the drivers down to the bottom of the track. Fluff another in 12th. Iconic Q in 13th. You See Me Flying in 14th. 15th place for Anthony 8291, who currently apparently is in the grid right now. It's only lap 2 of 36, and we already have major carnage down the rest of the grid. Now, let's ride on board for 5th and 6th position as Hartman is chasing down Gurman, but Gurman chasing down Speed Kills, and Speed Kills chasing down Josh 2. So very close together, everybody, right now, as Hartman does actually get ahead of Albiku going in, and that looked to be a little bit of an easy move, and I didn't think he'd be going into the pits. And let's ride on board with Albiku. No, not going in the pits either. Gurman going way down the rest of the grid. He has damage too. There must have been an incident with Gurman. Nevertheless, he's going to have to go into the pits. He has major front wing damage as well. What is causing all these accidents? And we can't necessarily see everything as he's going to rush in the pits, try to slow down, and he does just slow down. As now Josh 2 again very close to Fun Magic Mushroom. Fun Magic Mushroom going way behind Sweet Crown 19, who has already gained a 3.5 second lead over Fun Magic Mushroom. Fly By Night and Gurman actually switched positions a little bit. Fluffinutta back in the 10th position. He gets back into the points a little bit, and look at that. Fun Magic Mushroom really running wide right there, and he almost goes sideways around that turn. So Fun Magic Mushroom currently not locked in totally right now with the car, as he looks to get as Josh 2 looks to get into second position ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom, chasing down that Ferrari driver. A racing line starting to form up on the grid. It is raining conditions and really unpredictable, I think, for a lot of the drivers, not really knowing what's going on. Now Albiku chasing down with Hartman, and these two are also in a battle right now, but we're going to ride back on board of Josh 2 as Sweet Crown 19 hits a 1:16.405, the fastest lap of the race at the moment. And now Josh 2 looking to go on the outside in the turn 1, and no, Fun Magic Mushroom goes too wide. He comes back on the track and he goes side by side of Josh 2, but no, nothing having a Fun Magic Mushroom trying to salvage that position. But now Fun Magic Mushroom might go for a dive down on the inside. Let's see if he can do it. And now, does he give him the space? He kind of doesn't really give him the space, but Fun Magic Mushroom wasn't there. They make a little bit of contact, but nothing going that bad. And Fun Magic Mushroom slots behind Josh 2. Let's see if Fun Magic Mushroom can get back as he looks on the inside. Is he going to make a move? He is going to make a move. That's a fantastic overtake if it works, but Josh 2 keeps the position. Now Josh 2 is under great pressure from him. This is going to be really interesting stuff here as Fun Magic Mushroom and Josh 2 are having a really good battle for second and third position respectively. Fun Magic Mushroom, who was in second, now in third position. He would love to get back ahead of the Williams driver of Josh 2, but as this happens, Sweet Crown 19 is running away with it. He's now 4.6 seconds ahead of Josh 2. So let's ride back on board with Fun Magic Mushroom as we're getting some really awesome flyby shots. And as we look at that 90 years livery on that Ferrari, it is looking really spicy as ever in this rainy conditions. And now Fun Magic Mushroom loses it a little bit actually, and he's going to drop back a little bit. Speed Kills 3 has been hit with a 3-second time penalty for presumably corner cutting issues, and that is not going to help his case whatsoever. Gap's starting to form a little bit. Sweet Crown 19 followed by Josh 2, followed by Fun Magic Mushroom, who sits in the last podium position. Speed Kills 3 in 4th, followed by El Biku in 5th. WSR Hartman is in 6th, Valtteri Bottas and Carlos Sainz in 7th and 8th. Voodoo 52 and Fluffinutta in 9th and 10th respectively. Iconic Q is in 11th, and behind him by about a second is Usumi Flyin, who would like to get back ahead of would like to get ahead in general of Iconic Q. And we'll have to wait and see if that battle is going to betray a little bit not so good for Usumi Flyin. Of course, Usumi Flyin ramming into Iconic Q. Iconic Q hopefully gives him the space, or he might be a little bit harsh of him in terms of racing space. We'll have to wait and see. And that gap is really starting to form, about 2.4 seconds for Fun Magic Mushroom behind Josh 2, but Josh 2's gap is getting bigger and bigger as well. As Usumi Flyin actually goes a little wide in that turn right there, and he loses a little bit of time to Iconic Q. Let's ride on board of Speed Kills, who is currently chasing down his teammate, not his teammate, but his rival in this series. And now Speed Kills getting a lot better traction out of that turn as he's going to try to make a move going on the outside into the turn. No, nothing having it. Speed Kills still behind that Ferrari of Fun Magic Mushroom. Let's ride on board of Fun Magic Mushroom, seeing what he can do. And now going down this next main straight would be a DRS zone, but now trying to go on the outside into this turn. This is very hard moves, and look at that, and there's a little bit of contact, but nothing too bad as Fun Magic Mushroom still ahead of Speed Kills 3. And that was about as fair as it gets, but with most of these drivers. But now Speed Kills still going side by side of Fun Magic Mushroom into the next turn, and Fun Magic Mushroom still staying ahead of Speed Kills 3. But now Speed Kills 3 slotting behind Fun Magic Mushroom, now back into the slipstream in Sector 3. He's going to get a good run on the next main straight, as now going around the penultimate turn, and running up on the curb a little bit. That's not going to help your exit whatsoever, as Sweet Crown 19 goes fastest again. It's a 1:16.102. Now Fun Magic Mushroom going down the main straight. Speed Kills 3 in much better slipstream, and now going around turn 1, a better exit for Speed Kills 3. He's going to have much better traction. Can this move be made even before they get into the braking zone? We'll have to wait and see. Now, is there going to be a lunge on the outside or in the inside? It looks to be an outside move, as Fun Magic Mushroom does very good defending, but now a switchback by Speed Kills 3. They're going to go side by side down this next braking zone, but Fun Magic Mushroom again slots in front of Speed Kills 3, but now Speed Kills 3 is now around the outside of Mushroom, and Mushroom is going to lose it a little bit, and Speed Kills 3 finally gets ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom. That was some stellar battling between Fun Magic Mushroom and Speed Kills 3. Thankfully, no incidents between the drivers. They keep it clean, and that was some stellar racing. Let's ride on board now with Sweet Crown 19, who is in first, Josh 2 in second, Speed Kills 3 in third, Fun Magic Mushroom is in fourth position, Albiku is in fifth, Hartman is in sixth, and Valtteri Bottas and Carlos Sainz in seventh and eighth. Voodoo 52 and Fluffernutter are in big gaps right now in 9th and 10th, but Fluffernutter currently in 10th position. Iconic Q just outside the points. He's in 11th position right now, as there are some gaps starting to form a little bit. Let's ride on board with Albiku, who's getting closer to Fun Magic Mushroom. Again, Fun Magic Mushroom having absolutely none of it right now. And now Albiku is getting really strong slipstream, but moving out of the racing line, Fun Magic Mushroom, that's going to break up that slipstream a little bit, but still getting better exit Albiku. Fun Magic Mushroom not having good exits, going too deep in the corners, that's losing him these good exits out of the corners, and that's what's really hampering right now his true pace, as now going down into Sector 2 where the DRS zone would be. Iconic Q that gets hit with a 3-second time penalty, and that is absolutely no good. He does not want to be doing that at all. And now we still ride on board of Albiku, who is now 0.768 seconds behind Fun Magic Mushroom, who's currently in fourth position. Fifth position would be fine, I think, for Fun Magic Mushroom if he could finish there, but we'll have to wait and see what will happen. Albiku is getting ever so closer to that Ferrari driver, who's currently sitting in fourth position just outside of the podium, about 1.2 seconds separating him and Speed Kills 3, but Speed Kills having much better time. And look at this, just truly Albiku getting better apex hits, and Fun Magic Mushroom really struggling around these rainy conditions around this Austrian Red Bull ring. And now, again, a better exit for Albiku as Fun Magic Mushroom goes way too wide into the turn. Let's see if a move can be made. They're going to be separated by about half a second. It would be a really risky move to go on the inside, and he's not going to do it. And we look at Albiku's helmet there again. Another pink, white, and black helmet design. Again, tributing towards Antoine Hubert dying this Saturday in a Formula 2 crash. Our thoughts go out to his family and friends in what has been a tragic time for all of them. A lot of our drivers running tribute liveries. But now Albiku is ever so getting closer to Fun Magic Mushroom. Fun Magic Mushroom trying to survive for his life right now, but clearly does not have the pace on paper in order to keep ahead of Albiku 1. Albiku 1 trying to get ahead of that Ferrari driver, and they're getting so very close. They're only separated by about 0.3 of a second. Now going in the penultimate turn and then the final turn. What will Fun Magic Mushroom do? Again, look how wide he goes in the penultimate turn and then the final turn. Is there going to be a move made? No, there's not. Fun Magic Mushroom gets a good exit out of the turn, but it's not going to matter because Albiku simply on better pace right now. Let's see if he can get in the turn 1. No, he doesn't. But now a better exit for Albiku, getting ahead. Fun Magic Mushroom, let's see if he can do it into the slipstream of the Ferrari driver. Now, trying to go on the inside, I would think, and no, just a little bit too far back. Don't want to be making any risky mistakes, as now Iconic Q goes into the pits, and Fluffernutter will jump ahead of him into 9th position. You see me, no, it will be Voodoo 52 also in the pits. You see me flying is the person who gets into the points in 10th position after some of the pit stops by some of the drivers. Albiku now, though, still chasing down the Ferrari of Fun Magic Mushroom. And this is a really good battle for 4th position as Fun Magic Mushroom hanging on for dear life. And now the gap again closing into under 0.3 of a second. Now just 0.2 of a second. It is getting really majorly close. Sweet Crown 19 again setting another fastest lap. He's into the 115s now as the car is getting lighter and lighter. The grip will get better. But now Fun Magic Mushroom actually goes into the pits. And it looks to be because the rain is gone, so right now we should be switching on to dry weather tires. I didn't even look at that, and now, yep, there it is. The soft compound tire is going on, and let's run on board, and look at that. Sweet Crown 19 might have just been put into a sitting duck position. He's still out there on on wet compound tires. Josh 2 is currently on dry tires. No, he's still on wet tires. So a lot of the drivers currently not on the tire that I think they should be on. Getting back on track. There's still a little bit of rain on track right now, but it is drying fast. And any of the drivers on dry tires right now are going to be very happy to be on that tire right now. The track is drying up, and the grip is going to get substantially better for dry compound tires. Sweetcar 19 would do best right now to pit, and he would probably end up at about in 4th or 5th position based on the delta times right now. And there he is, Sweet Crown 19, your race leader into the pits. Josh, too, would be wise to go into the pits as well, and yes, he does. He also goes into pits. Let's look at Speedkills 3, who's on the intermediate tires. No, he does not pit. That might have been a mistake for Speedkills 3. I would have pitted. El Biku going into the pits, and now Botas and Sainz also going into the pits. If the AI drivers go into the pits, it's pretty much a guarantee that you should be going into the pits as well. And there he is, Sweet Crown 19. What? Oh, no, Speedkills. Oh, no, that's not Sweet Crown 19. He didn't pit. Sweet Crown 19 is on the soft compound tire. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But a bunch of drivers now rolling into the pits, and they all have put on soft compound tires. They're going to try to go a little bit faster right now and try to go further into this race. We're now on lap 12 of this race. Gap's starting to form a little bit. Let's ride on board with UCM Flying, who's getting very close to Fluffinutta, as Fluffinutta and UCM Flying both on the medium compound tire. No, well, there's a little bit of switching going on, but I think they are on the medium compound tire, as Fun Magic Mushroom going into the pits, and he is going to finally put on... No, that's interesting. He must have had damage or something. Something must have happened. He did pit and put on soft compound tires. Something must have happened, and oh my goodness, that could have been a disaster. Fluffinutta spinning. And, oh no, Fly By Night is retired from the session. There's a DNF on track. Can we see what happened there? Oh no. Oh dear, no. That is unfortunate news. There's a yellow in Sector 3. We're going to ride on board with one of the drivers. Let's ride on board with Valtteri Bottas. Can we see? There's the yellow flag up at the top of the hill. Let's see what happened here. Can we see the car? There it is. The car has crashed on the side of the track. Doesn't look to be any major damage, which is interesting. I don't particularly know what's going on with his car. And the car's gone right now. Iconic Q's been hit with a 3-second time penalty. No word currently on what happened to Fly By Night. A DNF, though. He is out of this race. That is unfortunate. Sweet Crown 19 has retained the lead of this race, putting on the soft compound tire. And he will be very happy to be in that position. And there's a lot of gaps now between all those drivers. And it looked to be UCM Flying actually setting a fastest lap of the race. So currently fastest man on track is the man in 8th position. Unfortunately, he's 5.7 seconds behind Hartman. Fluffinutta spun on the pit lane and almost took out a driver. Oh dear, Fluffinutta now trying to go on the inside of Iconic Q, who is having absolutely none of it right now as he just exits out of the pits. No, he didn't exit out of the pits, but nevertheless going into turn 2, and there's going to be a move on the inside made. We'll have to wait and see. And it's a hard compound tire for Iconic Q, which would explain the lack of grip right now for that driver. And we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see. And we're trying to get a incident. It's a rear grip weaving like crazy. A bad race for Fly By Night. The car just wasn't working today, so unfortunately for him. But now Fluffinutta, and oh dear, there's contact between Iconic Q and Fluffinutta gets spun. Iconic Q is currently on the grass right now, and Iconic Q's out of the race. There's a retirement by Iconic Q. What happened there? That doesn't make a lot of sense. We're gonna ride on board now with Gernman. I think he might have just actually retired in general. I don't know what happened there. He's still in the lobby. That's interesting. I don't know if he got disqualified. Nevertheless, Fluffinutta trying to go around the outside, actually getting hit by Iconic Q. Iconic Q is now out of the race as well, sitting in 13th. And that is no good for Iconic Q. He will not be happy with that at all. Let's ride on board with Sweet Crown 19. He is your leader in this race right now, trying to extend his championship lead. Anthony 82, you have to feel for him. He was unable to challenge Sweet Crown 19 in what would have been an awesome race because of connection issues. He did leave the lobby. The race was able to begin. Unfortunately, Anthony 82's connection unable to get him back on the track. There was a little bit of a glitch there. I don't know if rain's coming back on this track. I would hope not. That would really kill any strategies going on for a lot of these drivers. But nevertheless, horrid race for Anthony 82, and that is not going to help his case whatsoever, as he's trying very hard to battle Sweet Crown 19, but because of the connection issues, he sacrificed it a little bit, I think. We're going to ride on board with Usumi Flying, who's currently behind the Ferrari of Fun Magic Mushroom, who's sitting in 8th position. Not the best position for Fun Magic Mushroom right now, but Fun Magic Mushroom must have had another incident, and he is out of the race. But now, Usumi Flying sliding a little bit further behind, as looked that to be Gurman and Fluffanada, and now Gurman and... oh, who's that? That looks to be... maybe it must be Iconic Q. I don't understand who that is. I can't select Iconic Q, so I'm going to have to presume that's Iconic Q. He might have left the session, and it's simply simulating his AI driver. Nevertheless, that's the current situation on that remark. I think Iconic Q did leave the session, so obviously a little annoyed with Fluffanada's overtaking maneuver, and I think that Fluffanada might have stuck it to Iconic Q a little bit in that overtake. I don't know on purpose whether or not, but it was a risky move and a move that he decided to take anyway. Unfortunately, it didn't work out best for Iconic Q or Fluffanada. Nevertheless, Fluffanada is technically ahead of Iconic Q after that overtake. Iconic Q looks to be leaving the session because of it. There's frustration in the Williams camp after a move like that, it seems. I'm going to catch my breath, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the Austrian Grand Prix, and this has been a thriller race. Let's ride on board in a little bit of silence with our championship leader, and I'll be back to you in just a few moments as we are watching the Austrian Grand Prix. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now it's Fun Magic Mushroom trying to make a move on Hartman, it looks like. And look at that on the inside, and he makes the move. We're back. I'm back on commentary. A lot of action going on very quickly there. I think Hartman might have damage on his... no, he doesn't have damage on his front wing. So, generally, just going quite slow. Hartman, something going on with the car, I would presume. Nevertheless... issues for Hartman as Fun Magic Mushroom flies by past him, as I couldn't stay silent for too much long. These drivers keep you up with the action, and it was just nice to take a little bit of a breather, but we're back into the swing of things. We're on lap 18 of 36. Dry tires are on the cars now. We started in the rain and we got onto the dry, and now Fun Magic Mushroom we're riding on board with is in 7th position, behind the AI driver of Carlos Sainz. Hopefully he can catch up to him and try to overtake him. Valtteri Bottas sitting in 5th, behind Albicu, who's sitting in 4th. Speedkills 3 rounding off the grid right now for a podium in 3rd. Josh 2 in 2nd. And Sweet Crown 19 running away with it a little bit. He's 8.6 seconds ahead of Josh 2. So currently going very fast indeed. And look at that. He's just 2/10 about off of his previous fastest time. That is something to be very proud of, considering that he is a little bit worn on those tires. So really awesome stuff, I'd have to say, from all of the drivers right now, who are absolutely laying it all on the line. Again, in the name of Antoine Hubert, who died on Saturday in a Formula 2 accident. We had a moment of silence in the beginning of this stream. All the drivers, a lot of them running special helmet liveries. All the drivers, though, racing for Hubert right now in this Austrian Grand Prix. Sweet Crown 19, who is currently also running a Arden-style helmet, would love to win this race for Antoine and cement further his championship lead. And we race for Antoine Hubert and his family and friends in this tragic time in their lives. Let's ride on board of Yosemite Flying, who's catching up on Hartman. Hartman must have a mechanical issue of some sort because it doesn't really explain this complete lack of grip. I believe he's on the hard compound tire, but even so, this is a lot of time to be losing to all these drivers. And let's see, I can't quite tell just yet. I'm going to have to wait for the light and get a little bit better on my end. Yes, it is the hard compound tire. Yosemite Flying also now catching up to Hartman at a very blazing pace. We'll have to wait and see if we'll have to wait and see. I'll let you guys know if there is in fact mechanical issues on that Haas for Hartman. I don't believe there is. There usually isn't, but Yosemite Flying running in a very low amount of ERS, so currently having ERS management issues. Let's ride on board with Hartman right now, who actually has better ERS, but nevertheless, look how much faster. Look at how much faster Yosemite Flying is than Hartman. Hartman is having acceleration issues, it seems like, unless he might just be running a lot of downforce. That must be the case, and now it's Hartman who's currently in the slipstream of Yosemite Flying, but nothing going for him right now. Hartman staying behind Yosemite Flying. It's really down the straight, so you'll start to notice a complete speed difference. So let's ride on board, and no, there isn't too much of a speed difference. I'm not quite sure why Hartman is going so very slow. It might be a low amount of ERS being put on. It might be a low amount of fuel mix being put on. We have no idea at the moment. We unfortunately cannot pull up fuel metrics for the cars, so we have no idea what the situation is on Hartman's car, but nevertheless, he is going much slower than I think he would like to be competitive in this race. And now he is outside of a second from from Yosemite Flying. Yosemite Flying now is within a second of Fun Magic Mushroom. So again, chasing down the Ferrari driver. Now it's in dry conditions, so I think both drivers are going to be a little bit more dialed in right now than they usually are, and we'll have to wait and see what can be done between these two drivers. Yosemite Flying now chasing down. He's got DRS activated on that car, but there's basically no ERS right now. He's really trying to charge it as much as he can, and just keeping it in overtake mode, it looks like, but it's really working because Fun Magic Mushroom has basically no answer for him, but he's got 44 on there right now, and I think that's a mistake to be putting it that low on ERS. That's why the amount of time is being killed so much, as Fluffinata gets hit with a time penalty. And look how much closer Yosemite Flying is getting. He's getting closer and closer and closer. Yosemite Flying blistering right now around the Red Bull ring. He would love to get into 7th position ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom. Fun Magic Mushroom had a good qualifying, has not turned out the best in this race, and let's see, now going around the penultimate turn, going then around the final turn, and again, look how much wider Fun Magic Mushroom still going on these turns. He's not getting the same exits as that Red Bull driver. Now, there's no DRS for Fun Magic Mushroom. He rides up on the grass. It's, again, going to kill the straight line speed of his car. Now going into turn 1, going too wide again. Fun Magic Mushroom gets hit with a 3-second time penalty to compound it, so right now he would be in 8th position. Actually, no, he would be in 10th position, actually. If Hartman could stay in there. And look at that. Yosemite Flying kind of nudges Mushroom out of the way. And now Mushroom gets a switchback maneuver. And he gets ahead again of Yosemite Flying. And that was a little bit of a dive bomb move, to say the least. And look at that. They're still side by side. And they're separated by thousands of seconds. And now Yosemite Flying trying to go around on the inside into this turn. Is he going to make it happen? No, he's not. He's going to slop again behind the Ferrari driver. Things getting a little touchy-feely between Yosemite Flying and Fun Magic Mushroom. I think they're enjoying it a little bit. And now, again, riding too wide, and now going to go on the outside into this penultimate turn. This would be an amazing overtake, and the overtake is made and done and dusted, and there it is, Yosemite Flying ahead of the Ferrari driver. But now DRS is going to be activated, and Yosemite Flying doesn't have DRS because he wasn't in that detection zone when the pass was made. So now Fun Magic Mushroom is the person who's going to have the better advantage. As look at just how much more pace Mushroom has. He's going to make another charge, and he's going to easily make an overtake on Yosemite Flying. Yosemite Flying going to try to go around the outside in this turn. And look at the defense from Mushroom, and he really defends that position well. But now, DRS activated down this next DRS zone. Yosemite Flying again is going to have another run, trying to go around the outside into this braking zone. It is very, very difficult to make an overtake around the outside on that turn, and he doesn't make it happen. But he is still very close to the Ferrari driver, trying to go around the inside, and it doesn't really happen. But still, so very close. There's absolutely no gap between these drivers. They're having an awesome battle, but Hartman must be licking his chops because he's seeing it all happen as they're still side by side. Now, Yosemite Flying still slotting behind Fun Magic Mushroom and trying to get ahead of the Ferrari driver. Again, getting better exits out of these turns. He's going to have DRS. He's going to be chucking it into overtake. It's been an overtake pretty much the whole time. Really running down that battery well. Is there going to be a move down the inside? I'll have to wait and see, and it looked to be no. There is no move, and going too wide. Yosemite Flying running there, and now Hartman is going to make a move on Yosemite Flying as he loses it, and now Hartman is going to get ahead of Yosemite Flying. Maybe not. He's going to try on the inside, and no. Yosemite Flying still ahead of Hartman, and look how close these drivers are. As now, Mushroom losing it a lot. He's on the grass. Yosemite Flying now making another move. Going to try to go around the outside of Mushroom into this turn again. And they're still going side by side. Now Hartman going to try to go on the inside. Mushroom still side by side of him on the outside of this turn. This is amazing racing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Mushroom down on the inside of Yosemite Flying. He gets ahead of him again. But now Hartman trying to look for another move there. And these guys are so very close to each other. This is amazing racing, ladies and gentlemen. Yosemite Flying trying to get ahead, but now dropping back a little bit. It's going to be Hartman who looks to be making a move, and look at that, trying to go around the outside. It doesn't happen. Yosemite Flying gets a lot of issues, and into the pits, Yosemite Flying. And so into the pits is Fun Magic Mushroom. Hartman is going to take the position of 7th, and both of these drivers are into the pits. And it's the soft compound tire, and look at that, just behind Fun Magic Mushroom, and these guys are going to be battling as they exit the pits. So this is going to be really interesting. What tire did Fun Magic Mushroom put on? And he also put on the soft compound tire. So this is really going to be a test. Who is the faster driver right now between them? Fun Magic Mushroom in the Ferrari, or Yosemite Flying in the Red Bull car? As we ride on board still with the Red Bull of Yosemite Flying, who is trying to get ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom still, both on soft compound tires, and chucking it in 2 ERS right now. And look how much closer again they're getting. Yosemite Flying battling really well, battling better than Mushroom on these new soft tires, as they're both putting it on the line. We just have about 10 laps to go so far in this race, and Yosemite Flying is leaving it all on the line. He wants 8th position off of Fun Magic Mushroom, and I think he's going to get it if he can stay planted. Fun Magic Mushroom has been wide all day long on a lot of these turns, not getting very good exits, and I think that's what's going to help Yosemite Flying. But oh dear, Yosemite Flying gets a 3-second time penalty. That is not going to help him at all, but Fun Magic Mushroom as well has a time penalty, so I think it balances out a little bit. Now Mushroom goes too wide again, and now he's back on track. They're going side by side, and now Yosemite Flying ahead of Fun Magic Mushroom, but Fun Magic Mushroom might try to make a move on the inside, and yes, he's going to try to go on the inside, and now they're really getting close together. Fun Magic Mushroom takes 8th position ahead of Yosemite Flying. Yosemite Flying now slotting back behind Fun Magic Mushroom. This is serious racing, ladies and gentlemen. Forget Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. Yosemite Flying and Mushroom are having an absolute titanic battle, but now Yosemite Flying drops a little bit further behind Mushroom, and for now, these drivers are kept at bay. Is there damage on Yosemite Flying's car? No, I don't think there is. I think now they're finally dropping off a little bit. Yosemite Flying has some sort of issue with his car. He might have flat spotted the tires. I have no idea, but Fun Magic Mushroom gets hit with another 3-second time penalty. That was some of the most amazing racing I've seen in quite a long time. That was awesome stuff. Absolutely awesome stuff. by Fun Magic Mushroom and You See Me Flying. Also Hartman, who's currently in 6th position ahead of Carlos Sainz. So currently sitting well for the Haas team right now. Currently his teammate Scheckter not on the grid at the moment. And now Gurman is the fastest man on track. And it's unfortunate though because he's further down the grid, so he's not challenging right now at all. Right now, Sweetcrown 19 and Speedkills 3 are running a 1-2 right now. So that would be really awesome for the Alfa Romeo team to bring some Italian pride home for the Italian crowd. If it's not the Tifosi, it's going to be the fans of Alfa Romeo. Josh 2 is currently rounding off the grid, but he is chasing down Speedkills 3 for 2nd position. Josh 2 would love to get back-to-back podiums after getting one in France. He'd love to get another one around the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's go over the lineup right now. It's Sweetcrown 19 ahead of Speedkills 3, ahead of Josh 2, El Biku in 4th, Valtteri Bottas in 5th, Hartman in 6th, Carlos Sainz in 7th, Fun Magic Mushroom in 8th, You See Me Flying in 9th, 10th for Gurnman, 11th for WSR Voodoo 52. WSR Fluffanutta is rounding off the grid in 12th. Iconic U, Fly By Night are retired. Anthony 82 with poor connection, who was on pole position in this race, unfortunately not able to start the race, and that is unfortunate. But now we're going to go back to Josh 2, who's getting very close to Speedkills 3, who must have made a mistake somewhere. Josh 2 would love to not only get back-to-back podium positions, he would actually love even more to get even closer ahead. Now get ahead of 3rd position, get in the 2nd position in a back-to-back podium. Now getting very, very close to that Alfa Romeo. DRS was activated down that straight, nothing happening, but now going in the sector 3, he's going to be very close, under half a second. He's going to have DRS down the main straight, the main start-finish straight. And look at that, the gap is getting so very close. It's now 3.7 seconds. 0.37 seconds. And now both of the drivers going deep into the turn. And look at how much better. No, both of the drivers really on the money, actually, to be honest with you. But it looks to be Josh 2 who has better runs out of these turns, as Josh 2 keeps it behind the Alfa Romeo. But now I have to presume a move is going to be made down this main straight. DRS is activated. Speedkills 3 can only do sit and watch as the Williams tries to go around the outside of Speedkills 3, and they're battling up against each other, as Speedkills 3, however, must give that position up, as it was futile to battle with that raw pace. But now Speedkills 3 going on the inside, and he actually gets ahead again of Josh 2, but now going too wide into the turn, and Josh 2 takes position again. So for a moment Speedkills 3 was ahead of him again, but Josh 2 takes position again because Speedkills 3 went way too deep into the turn. El Biku is in 4th right now. He's 18 seconds behind, so he's a bit of a non-factor right now in this race. We're on lap 30 of 36. Sparks are flying right now around the Red Bull Ring. This has been an absolutely amazing race. We've seen some amazing battling going on between Speedkills 3 and Josh 2. But now Speedkills 3 is behind again Josh 2 in 3rd position. Josh 2 would love the finish in 2nd, but DRS is going to be activated for Speedkills 3. Going down the second main straight where the DRS gets activated. Now, again, going to be in another DRS zone directly after it. And now, are we going to see a move by this Alfa Romeo driver? He's getting very, very, very close. And he would be in distance to make a move. And now going on the inside. And the move is not made again. Another switchback by Josh 2. Keeps his 2nd position, but for how much longer? Speedkills looks to be faster right now than him. But now, You See Me Flying. Look at this. Catching up again to Fun Magic Mushroom. He's not in DRS zone right now, but it is getting very close. We'll have to wait and see. Sweetcrown 19 cements his pace again of a 106. And that is going to cement how much quicker he is than pretty much all the drivers right now on the grid, as You See Me Flying drops back a little bit. But now Speedkills 3 is still battling with Josh 2 right now for 2nd position, And DRS activated. Is there going to be another move made on the inside? And looks to be, yes, a move on the inside, but it's an easy move for Speed Kills. It looks like Josh 2 will try to look on the inside, but nothing doing for him. And now Speed Kills 3 gets ahead of Josh 2 for second position. The 1-2 reigns again. But now Josh 2 is going to try to go around the outside, and look at this awesome battling Williams with Alfa Romeo. They go side by side, and they're still side by side. And you see me fine. Fun Magic Mushroom has crashed. Is there an incident there? Oh no, dear, oh dear. A huge accident it has to be for Fun Magic Mushroom. Let's ride on board right now and see what has happened. Fun Magic Mushroom. Let's see where the car is. I can't spot the car. There must have been an issue. He's out of the race. Fun Magic Mushroom is out of this race. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. And I can't see who it was. The yellow flag is gone. Fun Magic Mushroom is out of this race. Voodoo 52 rounds off the points in 10th, and oh dearie me, Speed Kills 3 and Josh 2 are battling it out for this position, and Gurman, who's a Blue Flag's car, has to sit back and watch. And now Speed Kills 3 defending the inside line, and now Gurman, who's currently in 9th, must be a little bit annoyed because he can't attack any of these drivers, and he doesn't want to be picking up a penalty, as now Josh 2 runs up on the grass a little bit. This is an amazing battle for second and third position. Now Josh 2 chasing down Speed Kills 3 in that Alfa Romeo. This is unfortunate scenes though, as Fun Magic Mushroom, who was having a great race, again, another retirement out of a race. Fun Magic Mushroom unable to finish this Austrian Grand Prix. We'll have to wait and see what the issue was. But now Josh 2, is he going to make a move on the inside on turn 1? No, he's not. They stay on the apex, and that Gurman going too wide. But now DRS activated for Josh 2. This should be an easy move. The straight line speed is going to be a huge advantage for Josh 2. He's going to try to go around the outside. Speed Kills still on the inside, and he gets good defending Speed Kills. And that is awesome stuff, but he goes too wide, and Speed Kills 3 gives up the position to Josh 2 after going too wide in the turn. But now it's Speed Kills, who has the DRS, going to go on the inside and the turn again on the DRS. This is absolutely amazing scenes. Josh 2 still side by side with Speed Kills 3. Speed Kills 3 leaving it all on the line. Josh 2 leaving it all on the line. There is contact a little bit on the the rear diffuser of Speed Kills 3. Josh 2 hits the back of him a little bit, but still no damage on either car, as Josh 2 still hunting down that Alfa Romeo. We're on lap 35 of 36. And Sweet Car 19 is on his victory lap right now. But Josh 2 and Speed Kills 3 are battling very, very hard, as Josh 2 still trying to get ahead of that Alfa Romeo and get second position on this podium. And he might make this move again. He's got to be smart. He's got to make it happen. Can he finally make it happen? He's going to probably try to make a move on the inside, as the outside line has not been too good for him so far. And a little bit of contact again, but no damage. And it looked to be they didn't touch, so I think that might have just been a lag spike issue for Josh 2. But now dropping back a little bit, but not by much. No move made into this turn, so possibly waiting until the last lap to make a move. And no, Sweet Crown 19 going way slow into that turn. And now we're going to try to go on the outside. Nothing doing right there. Maybe on the inside. No. Josh 2 is still behind Speed Kills 3 in second position. Sweet Crown 19 is running away with it. We're on lap 36 of 36. Josh 2 is in third. He's chasing down second for Speed Kills 3. And they're separated by just very small, minute amounts. It's now Josh 2. Is he going to make a move? And oh, Gurman almost really took out Josh 2 there. That would have been a disaster, as now Gurman gets hit with a 3-second time penalty. But Josh 2 is now slipstreaming behind. Last ditch effort. Can he make the move happen? And no, there's no move there. But now a better exit out of the turn. DRS is going to be activated in this turn. And is there going to be a move made? Can he make it happen? And on the outside, gonna try to outbreak him. Does it happen? No. Sweet Crown 19 still ahead of him. Now we ride on board with Sweet Crown 19, who's going to round the final turn. He is going to win the Austrian Grand Prix. An absolutely amazing showing by him. But now we ride on board of Josh 2, who is still chasing down the Alfa Romeo with Speed Kills 3. This is going to be exciting stuff. Usami Flying is finished with his race. And now it's going to go down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Josh 2, is he going to make any last-ditch efforts to get on there? DRS activated. It's going to be a drag race to the end, but Josh 2 does finish ahead of Speed Kills 3 because of penalties. Gurman has a unserved 5-second penalty. He's going to sit in 9th. Fudu 52 is going to be very happy to finish in the points, but there was a penalty for Speed Kills 3 that outweighed Josh 2, and Josh 2 is going to finish ahead of Speed Kills 3 regardless. That was unbelievable scenes. Albiku in the Renault is going to finish in 4th position, however, after what was a really exciting race for him. But now, Sweet Crown 19 is your race winner. Hartman is just behind Valtteri Bottas. Can he make a move? I don't believe he can. He might be a little bit too far back as we ride on board, and there it is. It's over. But Sweet Crown 19 has won the Austrian Grand Prix in what was an absolute thriller around the Red Bull Ring. Does it give you wings? I guess it does, because he flew to victory. Sweet Crown 19, your race winner. And on the podium, Josh 2 in 2nd. For 3rd position, Speed Kills 3. The champagne flies. It was an amazing Austrian Grand Prix from start to finish. Hubert would be proud. Sweet Crown winning for Antoine Hubert in this Grand Prix. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. We join you next week for the British Grand Prix. This at 7:05 Sunday Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It has been my pleasure to commentate this race for you. This was Worldwide Sim Racing Austrian Grand Prix. Thank you very much, and have a great night.